Okay, so in today's video, we are going to figure out how to install a JavaDraw library to our NetBeans, because I know we've had some problems with coding rooms. So this took me a long time to get working. So it's not like a super easy fix. It's not nearly as easy as it is in coding rooms. So I'll say this is like a bit of an advanced install. I think if you follow the steps that I give you, pause the video, do it as I'm doing it, you should be okay. Maybe watch all the way through once and then go back through. It's not super challenging, but it is maybe introducing some new kind of weird pieces. And I think if you're not careful, there could be some, just some errors, and that just takes longer to fix. And so just watch the video, maybe watch all the way through, come back, check through it. We're going to start from the very basics of making a new project. So if you are someone who has already made like a new project in NetBeans, feel free to skip ahead. You're always welcome to skip ahead if you don't need it. All right, so start with a blank slate, nothing in our projects. We're going to go to new project. And then we're going to do Java with Maven, which is just kind of like our structure for how this is going to be set up. It's still a Java program. Java with Maven, Java application. This part really doesn't, this is the name of your project. It really doesn't matter. It's just a way to kind of hold all these, hold all your files. Right now we're making one file, but maybe in the future we'll hold multiple files. We need a project to contain that. And so we'll just do that in there. I just called it JD demo, JavaDraw demo. Call it whatever you like. So this is our project. We can open up our project here. And what we're going to find, what's kind of annoying about this, so it should look very similar to using our TMC, same kind of project setup. We should be familiar with that. The difference is here, it doesn't have there's no files in it. It's just like basically blank folders. So first thing we need to do is to add a new Java file to it. So we'll go to source. We'll open this up by clicking the little plus button. If it's like this, make sure we expand it. Source packages, we'll right click on that, new Java class. And that's just going to make a new file. So we can call this whatever we want. It can be the same as the project. It doesn't have to be Java. I'll just write out the whole thing, JavaDraw demo is going to be the name of my class. And that's like my actual file, and that's what we're kind of comfortable using. You see it has this kind of structure. It's missing missing a lot of stuff here, but that's the main thing. Now let's see. I've already imported I'm going to see if this is going to work. So I'm going to do import JavaDraw. This won't work for you. I wonder if it's worked for me. Yeah, so you should be seeing the same error. So what that tells me, I've already got this to work on different programs, but it's not working for this program. So I need to set this up again. What this tells me for you is that every time you make a new project, you'll have to go through the same process. So for better or for worse, here's what we have to do. Okay, so we'll go into here. That's fine. So this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. It's not really complicated. It's not hard. It's just dealing with stuff we don't normally have to deal with. But there's some very specific steps. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open up this pom.xml file, which is inside the project files. If we open that up, this is kind of related to how the structure of this project is built in NetBeans and what adds to a little bit of complexity for us. All right, so as you look through here, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in here that we really don't need to worry about. What we're going to do is right after packaging, let's get a line break in there, a couple line breaks in there, and we're going to put in some dependencies. So what a dependency is like it's like a library that we have, like our JavaDraw is a dependency. It's something we depend on to make our program run. So rather than have you type all this out or go into all the detail, I do have a Google Doc that should be linked at the bottom of this video. Hopefully I've put that in there. And it's going to have all this. So all we need to do is just grab all of this, copy, and then paste. I think my computers are running a little slow because it doesn't like recording and doing anything else at the same time. So we have dependencies. If we had multiple dependencies, if we're using other libraries, we might have multiple. This is like the overall category for it, and then we have these individual dependencies. We might have 5 or 6 in here if we're doing more advanced stuff. This is just kind of giving a name. These things are all required by by Maven. Just needs these 3 things. Not too impactful though. So what we're going to do is we're going to exit this to make sure that it saves. And now what we should see here in our Java, I think actually let me see if it's in dependent. I think it's going to be just in regular dependencies, not Java dependencies. But we should see here is now we have a new dependency that wasn't there before. So basically what's happened is we've kind of updated the setup file, and now it's showing, hey, there's a dependency, there's this thing here. The problem is, like we've just said, hey, it's kind of like we have, it's kind of like in our code where we declare something, but now we need to actually like connect it. We need to figure out like what file goes. We've said, hey, there's this JavaDraw dependency I'm going to use. Maven says, okay, that's great. Here it is. But now we need to actually link it to the actual file where the actual code is. So we'll go into manually install. So we right click on JavaDraw, and then we open up this window, manually install artifact. And all we need to do here is find out like wherever you installed your JavaDraw, wherever, not installed is the wrong word, wherever you downloaded your JavaDraw file. For me, it's in my downloads folder. So this is so I need to like tell it, okay, you've declared this dependency. Where is this file actually at? And so we need to get the full file location here, C window, or C users, C modem, downloads, JavaDraw. I'm going to copy all that into here. That's the location. And I'm also going to say the file name is JavaDraw, and I'll make sure it's capitalized. Hit install locally. And so now again, we're making that, we declared it. We're saying, hey, here's the file you should look to. Whenever I ask about JavaDraw, look to this file. And we should start to see, let's see, it says, okay. Yeah, so it built it. You saw that kind of progress bar. Oh, I don't know, maybe the progress bar didn't show up on here. You'll see a progress bar kind of running right down here. Oh, it was cut off there. No big deal. So you see that running as it kind of builds the dependency, builds the library and everything. And now our import JavaDraw should work. It's giving me a little error just saying that it's unused. That's okay. We can type in some quick code in here. We're going to extends window, and we're going to do public static main string args, and we're going to do window.open. This might just take a second to get this to work. It might just like run, take a second to actually run. And I saw one thing in here that you can just do in like print, which will show up in the terminal. Like it will show up kind of in the bottom, not in like your actual window, but like instead of saying system out print line, maybe, I don't know, maybe this is built into JavaDraw. But it seems like you can just use print here. You can try that throughout your code. That's something I just kind of realized recently. Anyways, so everything should be set here. We have this all running. Let's hope it doesn't give me any. This is so annoying when it does this. I'm not sure why it does. It did this last time, and then suddenly it fixed itself. Just try to run main class. We have a main class. It's irritating. No, don't do that. Everything should be public class through. It's not the first time it's happened to me. Last time it just cleared itself up. I feel like it's. If I need to save this, shouldn't need to. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I guess I made these changes. I guess the answer here is that I made these changes to it, but then I didn't actually save it. And the last time it checked, there was, I don't know. It's kind of feel like NetBeans is being a little bit stupid here, but so all I had to do is I went into save. That seemed to fix it. I saved the file, and now it's saying, oh, hey, here's the public class. Here's the main thing. Okay, we're ready to go. We can run it. Super annoying, but it's all good. And this is where we wait to see this actually works. Again, because the video editing plus this is too much for a poor computer to handle. But there we go. Popped up on the other window, and we should see this here. Cool. And so we have our JavaDraw window, just kind of like we would normally have in coding rooms. So it pops up there. It works there. Now you're free to code in here. The only problem is you have to go through this process again if you have to make a new project, but it's really not too bad. It's just kind of a little bit. I think there's room to make mistakes, but hopefully you did not make any mistakes. And okay.